The power of dreams. Recently, as I settled into my seat on a sparsely populated flight to Paris, I couldn't help but overhear a conversation taking place in the row in front of me. To my surprise, the participants were none other than Kylian Mbappé, the famous football star, and a young girl who seemed very outgoing. "So, what do you want to be when you grow up?" Mbappé asked after a while, sincerely interested. The girl hesitated for a moment before answering, "I want to become a professional dancer, but sometimes I'm not sure if I'm good enough." Mbappé leaned forward and said, "I know how you feel. When I was young, people said that I wasn't focused enough and didn't have what it takes to be a professional footballer, but I didn't listen to them. I worked hard and kept practicing every day, and now I'm living my dream." The girl looked at him with wide eyes. "Really? You had doubts too?" Mbappé nodded and continued, "Yes, I did, but I never let them stop me. You have to believe in yourself. Even if you fail sometimes, you just have to get up and try again. That's how you become great at anything." The girl looked thoughtful. Then she asked, "Did you ever have any setbacks?" Mbappé's expression grew serious as he thought back to the challenges he faced in his own life. "Yes, I did," he replied. "When I was young, I had a lot of difficulties in school. I was always restless and couldn't seem to focus on my studies. It was a real struggle for me, and it made me feel like maybe I wasn't cut out for anything." The girl looked surprised. "Really? You also had trouble in school?" Mbappé nodded. "Yes, I did. But my parents never gave up on me. They always believed in me and encouraged me to keep trying. They sent me to a private school, which gave me more opportunities to succeed. And eventually, I learned to focus and do well in my classes." The girl looked impressed. "Wow, that's amazing. I'm sure your parents are very proud of you." Mbappé smiled. "Yes, they are. And I'm proud of myself, too. But there were other setbacks, too. When I was a little older, my grandfather passed away. He was very important to me, and losing him was one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through. It made me feel lost and alone, and I didn't know how to deal with it." The girl looked sympathetic. "I'm so sorry. That must have been really tough." Mbappé smiled and said, "Yes, it was, but it's okay now." He leaned back in his seat and continued, "Never mind. I'm just like you. I had a dream, and I worked hard to make it come true. You can do the same. You just have to believe in yourself, as I already mentioned." The rest of the flight passed quickly, and Mbappé and the girl continued to chat about everything. When we landed, Mbappé stood up and said goodbye to the little girl, giving her a high five and wishing her all the best. As I stepped off the plane, I somehow felt inspired by the conversation I had overheard. Mbappé's words of encouragement to the young girl reminded me that even the most successful people have faced setbacks and doubts. It seems to be the ability to overcome those obstacles and keep pushing towards our goals that sets us apart.